is everybody today? I'm Coach Sarah, and I am so excited to be sharing with you guys my tips and tricks on THM. I have been a Trim Healthy Mama coach for over 5 years. Can you guys believe that? And I'm so excited because today it is a busy day. I am packing up and headed on a plane to Nashville to go see my coaching sisters and to go see Serena Pearl, and I'm super pumped. But if any of you guys have been following me for a long time, you also know how much I dislike packing. And so if you follow me, you guys can follow my journey on my stories on Instagram and on Facebook. I post on there all the time what's going on in my day-to-day life. So if you don't want to miss any part of my trip, then please do follow along. It's going to be super fun. I did just post about my distaste for packing. How many of you guys are packing procrastinators? That is like my middle name. I just despise it so much. So if you are like that, please raise your hand and let me know, because I just need some camaraderie here. So who is ready? Today I'm gonna show you guys, I've shown you guys this pumpkin scone before, but I'm gonna do it with a little twist today, and I'm actually gonna teach you guys a lesson. So I hope you guys are ready for just a little bit of higher learning today. I wanted to share some thoughts because I think this is a trap that we can get stuck in, and it's called fuel stacking. So we're going to talk about that today, and we are going to make my new recipe for the pumpkin spice autumn brew, and I'm really excited about that. So I hope you guys enjoy these recipes and some of these tips and tricks. And by the way, if you are going to be in the Nashville area, I hope you will come on over and join us. There's going to be 30 plus coaches on Monday at the Trim Healthy Mama Cafe, and I want to meet you. It would be an honor and privilege to meet you, so please pop on over between 12 and 4 Central and join us, and we can have cake and coffee and chat, and it's like it's like my perfect dream is to hang out with you and have coffee and cake. So please come if you are available to do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna see who is here with me. Is anyone live? Oh, let's see if I can mute this. Sorry, that's loud. Good morning, Barb. Hey, Selena. Good to see you. Hi, Jerry. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, well, let's get started with the pumpkin scone. And by the way, if you are watching the replay, just hit #pumpkin. We're doing all things pumpkin. And so #pumpkin for the replay. And then also, if you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Okay, you guys, you know what I love about THM? That we have so many different choices. And I want you guys to keep this in mind. These are fuel pull. So when you go to make this, it's like, I want you to think, wow, this is fuel pull. Because sometimes we're like, well, it doesn't taste like XYZ, or it doesn't taste like that. But really, if you just harness your inner energy and go, this is fuel pull, this is amazing, it will take it to the next level. You will take your THM to the next level. So, okay, let's go. Hey, good morning. Are you gonna come hang out with me? Here's Araya. She's gonna come hang out with me. Oh, do you guys like our new shirts? Coach Canada made these for our Coaches Retreat 2023. And they're so cute. They say educate, empower, and encourage. And I love these because my mission in Generation Movers is to equip, encourage, and empower. And so I love that. Almost exactly the same mission. And I love that so much. Okay, we're gonna make pumpkin scone. Ready? Okay. I learned something, you guys. Not all canned pumpkin is created equal. So I just want to point this out because I got this one from Trader Joe's. Can you guys, I am going to come up close so you can see it. This one is like thicker and it's not as orange. And then I got this one from Costco. And can you guys see this one? It's like super orange. So I just want to point that out. If you notice a difference in your pumpkin, it could just be like the time they harvested, it could be the brand, and you might want to try a new brand if you're not like in love with yours. Because these are, look at these. Can you guys see? That is just very different pumpkin. Okay, so with this recipe, we are going to start out with a 1/4 cup of baking blend. I forgot my 1/4 cup. I gotta grab it. And then we are going to add our baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of aluminum-free baking powder. Thank you, milady. What's next? Oh, I almost put it in the pumpkin.
1 pinch of salt.
A pinch of salt, okay. 1 pinch of salt. Okay, very good. And 1 tablespoon of gentle sweet. Thank you. What's next? Okay, if you're following the recipe, this is where I am modifying. I'm modifying this. We are actually going to skip the butter or the coconut oil, and just trust me, it will turn out great. It's gonna be okay. So skip that part, because I'm also reducing the fat, because we're gonna add a different icing, and that's gonna take the fat back up, and we wanna still be in the parameters of fuel pool. So in order to do that, sometimes we have to scale back in one area and add, so we can add something in another area. Okay, you gonna add that? So 2 tablespoons of egg white is next, and then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of pumpkin. So I'm just gonna grab some of my pumpkin. I've been making all things. Who likes pumpkin? Are you guys like pumpkin fans? Who loves pumpkin? Okay, then we need 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, which, by the way, you guys, if you have a Trader Joe's, their pumpkin pie spice is my favorite. It's just so good. You want to put that in 1/2 teaspoon? All right, now all you have to do is take your spoon, and then you're gonna just mix this together, and it should be like a dough consistency. I'm just gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Why is the dog barking? Do you wanna let him out? Sure. Of course he would be barking right now. My other dog, if you guys have been following my stories, our sweet new puppy, she's really sweet. She ate my brand new carpet, you guys. Seriously, ate, like, and we're not talking like a little nibble. She ate an entire, she was trying to get out. To her defense, she wasn't put in her crate, which is where she feels safe. She was put in a room, and she was terrified. So she tried to get out and literally tried to eat her way out of the door. So anyways, we're dealing with that on top of regular life. I have to get, I don't know what, they're gonna try to stretch it. I have the most amazing carpet, people. If you guys ever, you're looking for, you know, debating between like a discount place or a mom and pop shop, I will tell you the difference, you guys. It's just like in coaching. When you get that personal one-on-one coaching, people, I constantly am thinking about my clients. I'm always thinking about my clients and like, how can I help them? And what are they going through? How can I pray for them today? And that's exactly how my carpet guy was. I called him up and I told him the situation, and of course he laughed. Like, my dog ate my carpet. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't. It's just, wow. And so anyways, he came over and looked at it, and it's like right there to help me, and like, we're gonna figure this out. So I don't know if we're gonna stretch it or if we're gonna need to get a patch. I don't know. It's just sad because it's a really nice carpet, and it's something we saved for a really long time. So it's like, oh, pull the dagger out a little bit. Okay, so once it's like dough consistency, should be able to just plop it. I'm gonna use my Epicure silicone. If you have the steamer, you can do it in the steamer, which I highly recommend the steamer. They don't sell this anymore, at least not right now, unfortunately. I love these rounds, but the steamer will do the same thing, and you can use your steamer to steam the veggies. I did put the information in the description if you're interested in one, because I really love it. I really use it every day for all kinds of purposes. And so you can do your steamer for this too. But then just shape your scone. Like, look how easy, it's so cute. That's it, I just did that. So you see, super, super easy. Now, I'm gonna put this in the microwave, put it in for a minute, 45 seconds to 2 minutes. It doesn't take long. Now, while that's cooking, oh, excuse me, honey. Okay, we are gonna make our pumpkin brew. Okay, so I've learned a couple things making this. Do you want to check and see if we have any comments or questions? If you guys have any questions, Araya's gonna help me read those maybe. And you know what? I'll pull them up here too, just in case, because I know sometimes the questions are over here. There you go. You can look at that. Good morning, Denise. Hey, Jackie. Good morning. Oh, I got some pumpkin fans in the house. You love anything pumpkin, just don't put it in my coffee. Oh, well, you'll have to embrace this. It's gonna be good, I promise. Okay. It's gonna be good, Jackie. Now, we're gonna start with, I am using the almond flavored, unsweetened Trader Joe's almond milk. Wow, I have no idea what just came out. That was like all backwards. Unsweetened vanilla almond milk. There we go. Woo, winning. Okay, so I put 3/4 of a cup in here. I'm gonna put it in the blender. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you have an immersion blender, you can use that. If you don't have one of those, blend it up first. Then you can either heat this on the stove, you can heat it in the microwave. I'm gonna show it to you on my Breville how to steam it. So if you have a steamer, you can do that. Many, many options. So if you're like, I can't make it because I don't have the equipment, you do. You can do it. You can do it even on the stove. But I did try to whisk it by itself. I don't recommend that. So if you have to, throw it in your blender first and then heat it, because sometimes the protein powder doesn't blend in, and clumpy coffee is no good. Nobody wants clumpy, chunky coffee. That's yuck. Okay, so when your scone is done, we're just gonna set it out. Look at it, you guys. Ah. And before I'm gonna show you guys the icing. It's delicious. Okay, so we're gonna let that cool off for a minute while we make our coffee. And now, let's see. All these are linked in the description, the recipes, as well as you can find them on my website at arrayofhopehealth.com, and you can print them out. So, what are we doing? 2 tablespoons of canned pumpkin. All right, let's see. Do I have enough left here? I might have to get into the next one. So 2 tablespoons with our almond milk. Oh, I think I just have enough. And this one, I'll tell you guys, is so pretty. This one makes even the scone was, look at that. Did you guys see? I'll show it to you again in a minute, but just more vibrant orange. So again, depending on the pumpkin harvest. Okay, now we are going to add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So here we go. If you really like pumpkin, you can up that too if you want more.
Jackie says, I love it with my coffee. It's really okay. I know lots of people love it in their coffee.
Oh, okay. All right, next we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of super sweet. Where did I put my super sweet? Here it is. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of super sweet. I don't know about you guys, I got like 300 measuring spoons, but my Epicure one is one of my favorites. I think they still have these if you guys are interested in them. But it has the tablespoon, the teaspoon, the half teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon all on one. So I have like 3 of these, and then I have so many measuring things because I'm always measuring. I'm like, I need measuring spoons. How about you guys? Okay, so now we are going to do 2 pinches of salt. 1 and 2.
I love all things pumpkin. Wish we had Trader Joe's in Canada.
Aw. Well, do you have Costco? Is there Costco in Canada? There was Costco in Mexico, you guys. I'll have to tell you guys that story sometime. My husband had a whole crazy God moment down there, and he needed a Costco, and there's one in Cabo. And he had his Costco card, so he was able to go. That's just the small picture of a big story. It's totally crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do, you guys, I gotta talk about this. I'm so sad that they're out of plant protein. Like, so sad, you guys. Hopefully in October, I think they're getting more plant protein, which I love their plant protein, Trim Healthy Mama. And anyways, I ran out, so I had to get something. And I know Sun Warrior was on plan. Have any of you guys tried this Sun Warrior? So this is the vanilla one. They do make a plain, they make a vanilla, and they make a chocolate. They're on plan. And I have to tell you guys, it's good. It's really good. And I did order it from Vitacost, so if you guys want to get your own, you can order it from Vitacost, and I paid like 15% off, so I didn't even pay full price. It's a good deal. But I like it. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of my Sun Warrior. You can use if you use collagen, it's not going to whip up as fluffy, so just know that going in. But you can use collagen. You can use, what else? If you do have any creamy, dreamy plant protein, you could use that. And then, of course, if you have the Sun Warrior, you could use this as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions on any of that. So now we are going to blend this. Where did I put my blender top?
Barb said there is Costco in Canada.
There is. Yay! Yay for Canada and Costco. That makes me happy. Okay, so we're gonna blend this really quick. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna take a little tour of my kitchen.
Okay.
Because I gotta move you guys. Oh, I'm gonna move right there. Oh, okay, you wanna ask me the question? Okay, so hold on, give me 1 second. So we're gonna move over here and hopefully the lighting isn't too terrible. All right. Can you guys see that okay? This is my coffee bar. I know, it's kind of messy over here, but
Yep.
this is my life. Okay.
So Scott said, does the sun warrior measure the same as the THC protein?
Yes, so it doesn't, I'll answer that question live. It doesn't have as much protein. I think I need to check, I can't remember. Now I can't remember off the top of my head. Do you guys remember how much protein's in the plant protein? And I threw my bag away, so I don't remember. But it has 17 grams of protein in 1 scoop, which their scoop is the same size scoop as the THM scoop, which is 4 tablespoons. So if you ever need a conversion, if it says 1 scoop, it's 4 tablespoons. So hope that helps. I feel like they're close. They're very close. Okay, we're gonna make coffee in my little coffee nook. So step 1, I brewed coffee. This is what I use. This is a Keurig and a regular coffee pot because we have this coffee grinder. So I grind my coffee in the morning and then I put it in here and then I make coffee and I'll show you guys the one I use. This is the one, I keep going back to it because I just really, really like it, which will also alter your taste of your coffee. I did not realize how different, so many coffees taste so different. So you're gonna have to let me know which brew you like best and which one it makes you feel like tastes the best to you. Because I also know I had a coffee in Florida when I went down there for the John Maxwell training, and I'll tell you guys, it was like so sweet, the undertones, I couldn't drink it. And when I was in that situation, which is a really good tip, I hope you're taking notes. When you don't like the coffee, then just switch over to like a breakfast blend tea, because tea doesn't have the bite, but you'll still get the caffeine if you're needing the caffeine in the morning so that you don't get a headache. So I ended up drinking some breakfast blend while I was there instead, like an Earl Grey, and it was totally fine. So that's just a tip for you when you're traveling. And if I need to do that on this trip coming up, I'll do that again. I don't remember the coffee at the hotel being like the most stellar, but I think it was drinkable. So anyways, this is what I use. I get this at Costco. It comes in beans, which by the way, at Costco, they have coffee grinders. Did you guys know that? So if you're like, but Sarah, I don't have a fun, fancy coffee grinder, that's no excuse that you can't get this, because you can grind it directly at Costco, and then you can come home with the ground beans. So they also sell little baby ones. I used to have one, but it broke. And I used to put my like super sweet and stuff in it to powder it. I haven't had to lately because I mostly just use my gentle sweet, and it works as a like powdered sugar for me.
Scott said,
The one that's xylitol free though, I should say. Yes, honey?
Scott said the old creamy dreamy is 15 grams.
Oh, okay. There's a Scott watching. Are you sure it's not a girl? Hello, Scott. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I need to rinse this out really quick. Now, we're gonna put a cup of coffee in here. So you can actually measure if you want it to be precise. But I'm gonna put a cup of coffee, and we'll see, hopefully this thing won't leak all over. This thing actually leaks. You know the annoying things you put up with like every day of your life? One of the things that we put up, this thing will leak and it gets like all over the place. I don't know, but I just refuse to get another one. I just am not gonna do it. Okay, so now we have that in here. We're gonna take our blend, and this is my Breville. So what you're gonna do if you don't have a Breville, you don't have a steamer, you are going to want to heat this up in the microwave, or if you heat it up on the stove, either way, couple different options for you. Immersion blender is gonna give it that whippy flavor that it's gonna make it light and foamy. So you're gonna wanna do that after it's done. Or if you have what I did, I'll tell you guys, I used to heat it up on the stove and then I would put it in here hot and blend it. You can do it, but let me tell you why it's not the best idea. You will end up contacting Vitamix, which by the way, they have amazing customer service. So if you're looking for a blender, yes, I do recommend Vitamix, because I got a whole new blender top because I ruined it from my hot trimmies and all the drinks I was making. It actually cracked the plastic from the heat. So it's not really meant to do that. That's when I actually ended up, I'll show you guys really quick, because they do make these, and this was the next best investment. So this is what I would be doing if I didn't have my Breville, but I bought the stainless steel, and this can have high heat in here, and it's amazing. So I totally recommend this. If you're looking for something for your Christmas wish list, then get the stainless steel one. And then you can put all your hot drinks and your hot soups and all those things that you're gonna blend up in there. So we are gonna take the, don't tell my husband, you guys, that I'm like learning how to use this thing. It's actually terrifying. But my husband bought this in one of his, you guys remember my husband has an annual kitchen gizmo crisis. This was one of them. He got it for like 30% though, like he paid 30%, so it was like 70% off. And I can't really be mad. It was a really good deal. So look for some of those, like even on Black Friday and stuff. This is when it's a great time because I know the holidays are coming up. So I put it in this. This is like the little frother, and you just turn on the Breville, and hopefully it won't explode. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna turn it on first because it shoots water out, and you don't wanna get a ton of water. It does naturally shoot water into it, but you don't want, like, the first one is like excessive. So I'm gonna turn it on just to show you guys. This is the steamer. Oh, did you see it? There it goes. So it's, you guys probably can't see it, but it's actually shooting water out. So I don't want all that extra water. And then now I'm gonna turn it off. And now we are gonna put this in. So this is cold. This is still cold. And I'm gonna put this in there. And then we're gonna turn this on. And what happens is as this steams it, this will get warm on the outside, and that's how I know when it's done, is the outside will be warm to the touch. So I kind of have it in at an angle. So this steams it, but doesn't blend it. And that's why I recommend that you blend it before you steam it. Okay, it's done. It's warm, I can feel it. All right, so that's that. Oh, another thing, if you have a Breville, my husband taught me this, so I teach you all the things he teaches me. Don't tell him I'm learning. I don't want him to know because then he'll ask me to make the fun drinks. So when it's hot still, this gets the almond stuff on it. You just want to wipe this off really quick with a rag, and it makes it really, really easy. Because the problem is, a lot of the times in the kitchen, if you let something sit and it gets hardened on, it's horrible to clean, and nobody wants to do that. So, okay. Now, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our, can you guys see this? We'll see when I pour in here. I'm gonna pour this in. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Muy bien. Okay. Ta-da! You know what? We're gonna move back over here because I think the lighting's a little bit better. I'm gonna finish up and we'll show you guys some icing for this pumpkin, and then I'm gonna tell you guys a little lesson. How's that? You guys can see good? Okay. All right. So now we have our drink. Really important, 2 things. Top it with nutmeg. Look at this nutmeg from Trader Joe's. I was like really excited to see. This is seasonal. You cannot always get it there. So I was really excited. This is like the secret ingredient though. If you forget the nutmeg, you'll be like, Sarah, that was kind of okay. It was okay. You add the nutmeg, you'll be like, oh yeah, Sarah, that's good. It's good. So then try it. Try it. I'll tell you, this is weird. This is hitting the spot for me today, this exact sweetness. But if you have a sweet tooth and you are like my Starbucks sister or Caribou sister or whatever, what do you guys have in the South? What do you guys have down there? We have Caribou up here in Minnesota, Caribou Coffee. We have Dunn Brothers. We have Starbucks. What else do we have? Dunkin' Donuts. Yes. And there's another one. McDonald's? Yeah, I wouldn't probably get a fun coffee drink at McDonald's. I don't know. Okay, wherever you go, if you are thinking, oh, that sweet, overly sweet, pumpkin-y, latte type drink, add 1 tablespoon of gentle sweet to this, okay? So I have been, one second, honey. I have been drinking this and adding 1 tablespoon, but today, this was just enough for me. This was perfect. So if you need it sweeter, if you taste it and you're like, you know, that's just not sweet enough, just 1 more tablespoon of gentle sweet, and it's gonna take it up to that really high, we're at the coffee shop sweet, okay?
Someone said the video is blurry.
It's blurry? Oh no. It doesn't look blurry on my end. Does it look blurry on there? Maybe refresh it.
Not really.
It's not showing blurry on my end. I wonder if it's your wireless internet. Maybe refresh. Is anybody else really blurry? I hope it's not blurry for you guys.
Someone said Dutch Bros.
Oh, Dunn Brothers. Oh, Dutch Brothers?
No, Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros. I don't know that one. Okay, very good. All right, you guys, let's finish up with the scone. Okay, so ready for the lesson? I promised you guys a lesson today because I love you guys so, so much. I want you to succeed in your Trim Healthy Mama journey. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you guys. This is the classic whiteboard lesson. You guys ready? When we have a fuel pull scone plus a fuel pull trimmy, where is it? Where'd my drink go? Didn't I just set it here? I have no idea what I just did with that coffee. I'm losing my mind. You guys.
Baking blend.
Oh, there it is. Here. Y'all pray for me. I have to pack today. It's crazy. Okay, so when you have a fuel pull scone plus a fuel pull coffee, it equals a fuel pull, right? 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 Does it? Or does it? That's the question. This is where you guys, this is the higher learning. Not always does a fuel pull plus a fuel pull equal a fuel pull. A lot of the times a fuel pull plus a fuel pull does not equal a fuel pull. Does not equal a fuel pull. So what happens is, I'm going to tell you guys, this is where our brains explode a little bit, okay? This is a fuel pull and has a couple grams of fat. This is a fuel pull, and when we add the icing, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is going to be called coloring the lines fuel pull. Why am I saying that? Because I know we're pushing it over the edge by 1 gram of fat. By 1 gram of fat. Now, it's easy modification. You can use less icing than I'm going to use, but I like it exactly the way I'm making it, and I'll tell you why and all that when we get there. So, if I have a fuel pull with 6 grams of fat, and then I have a fuel pull with 2 grams of fat, I now have 8 grams of fat. That is why these don't equal, because guess what? Anything over 5 grams of fat, if it's over 5, then we know, can you guys see this? I hope you guys can see this, that it is coloring outside the lines of the definition of a fuel pull. So keep that in mind, all right, you guys? And it can get a little sticky because, you know, we're using a couple tablespoons of baking blend, and then you got to sit and do the math. How much fat is in baking blend? And it's like 0.333 times 4. And, you know, it does get a little sticky, and nobody wants to sit and do math. I just want you to be mindful. So whether you eat this and you call this a fuel pull coloring the lines, or you call this a super duper pulled back S, light S. Because that's the thing, it starts to creep into light S is where you go. And the thing is though, is that so many people end up abusing things after, say they have a heavy S dinner, and then they go to have a heavy S dessert. This is gonna be a great alternative because this is a fuel pull and it's not gonna keep pushing you over. I just want you guys to be mindful that a fuel pull plus a fuel pull plus a fuel pull plus a fuel pull does not equal a fuel pull. It's called fuel stacking. And all of a sudden, you have colored in the line so much that you have either a crossover or you have an S or even maybe a heavy S that you didn't realize because you put all of these fuel pulls together. I really hope that helped somebody today, and I really hope that made sense. So whatever you decide to do, just know that if you have these together, you're having about 8.5 grams of fat. So whether you want to call that a super duper light S or a coloring the lines fuel pull, it's still delicious together. But it doesn't mean keep going back for seconds and thirds. And that's the thing. This drink is not one of those that is an all-day sipper. Don't sip on this all day long or you're going to be sad with your results. Okay, guys? All right, so let's make the icing. And I will show you. That's the other reason. Did you guys notice that I took out the MCT oil in here because I did want to reduce the fat? And I was like, I wonder what would happen to the scone. Look at this. Ah! When you let it cool off, it's like perfect consistency. I wonder what would happen to the scone if I just took out the fat. And it's great. It's totally great, you guys. So I was like, sweet. So if you eat it just like this, this is totally within the parameters of fuel pull. So you guys can decide. Now, you can do half a tablespoon. You could even do, hold on, let me just show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna use Kite Hill. I really, really love it. If you need to be dairy free, this will keep it dairy free for you. Now, do I have it? Oh, I do. Okay, here, this is what I mean. I just want you to think. Just think for a minute. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. I promise. Okay, so this, one wedge of this has 1.5 grams of fat. If you stick to one wedge, you'll be fine. This is still fine. But it's when it's like 2 wedges. And the thing is, this is better with 2 wedges. I like it better. I think it spreads more evenly. It's just a little bit easier. So if you don't mind a really, really thin icing, just use 1. But if you want to take it to the next level, then 2, okay? So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of Kite Hill. And again, you could do the 2, you know, I hate when I use my white bowls. I got to get a different color bowl for you guys. Then you guys can see what I'm doing. My green bowl. It's festive. Okay. So we're going to do, ooh, it's a brand new one. It's a brand new one. Which I get this Kite Hill at, you can get it at, I am dripping. I just dripped some water on myself. Did you see that? Just all over the place. Okay. Okay. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of Kite Hill. You can get this at Target, you can get it at Whole Foods. I'm gonna put that in my bowl. Then we're gonna add a half to 1 tablespoon, depending on how sweet you like it, of gentle sweet. If I can open this. I need my towel. Okay. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of gentle sweet. So decide on how sweet you want your icing. You can always add more. So maybe start with a half of a tablespoon and then add another half if you want it just a touch sweeter. Okay, now I'm gonna put in a couple pinches of salt. Just little ones or 1 big pinch. And then for fun, if you like maple, because maple and pumpkin go nicely together, just add a little splash of maple extract. Not required, you don't have to have it. So if you don't have the THM maple, you can skip that, but it is really, really tasty. Now, I'm just gonna mush this together. You gotta work at it. If you add a tablespoon of gentle sweet, you gotta work at it for a second. You guys have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
Let's see if I can read this. Not blurry in Canada, yay! It's good news.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's not blurry.
Okay. Dutch Bros. Okay, I have not heard of that one. I probably have and didn't realize. All right, so look, it's still creamy. Now we're just going to spread this onto our scone. So this adds about 3 grams of fat. And if you do 2 tablespoons of, 2 wedges of light Laughing Cow cheese, it will add 3 grams of fat. So again, you can see those pretty thick. If you want to do half the amount, then that will keep you from really coloring outside of those lines, like what we were just talking about, fuel stacking and just being mindful not to do that. Okay, so once you get your icing on, doesn't that look beautiful? Now, here's the secret sauce. Again, grab your nutmeg, because it's beautiful, and then put that on top. Okay, look at this, you guys.
Someone said I have the same colored shirt.
You have the same blue? Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Let's see if I can turn you guys this way.
And the person said,
Look at this, you guys. Doesn't that look amazing?
Said,
My head's chopped off.
love your recipes.
Okay, so I'm going to take a bite of this. It's not dry. It's moist. It's creamy. It's delicious. So I hope you guys try this little twist because it made this go to the next level. I could eat this every day. And who knew it's a fuel pull? That's crazy.
Someone said, love your recipe.
Yum, yum, yum. I'm sharing with you guys. 2 bites for you guys because I love you. All right, you guys. That was easy. I hope you make it. I hope you love it so, so much. And I hope to see you at the cafe on Monday if you can make it. And if you're like, you know, I'm really needing some more support on my Trim Healthy Mama journey, I have a special offer for you guys going into the holidays. I'll tell you, that is the hardest time to want to start, but it is the best time to start. I got a message this morning from one of my one-on-one clients and about teared up and bawled my eyes out because she has been working her behind off. She just wanted to hit Wonderland. She's lost, I can't remember off the top of my head, 40 or 50 pounds, maybe 60. And she was this close. She's been on the hairline of hitting Wonderland for so, so long. And I'm like, Lord, please help her get there. And it's been weeks, like just hovering, but not there. Today was the day, you guys. Like, seriously, just give her a huge hand. I hope you guys are, I'm so proud of you. I'm not going to say who she is just because, you know, it's embarrassing talking about weight. But I'm really, 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 really proud of her. And I want to support you guys. So if you are like, I'm stepping into the holidays and I want to have a head start, I want to invite you to join Generation Movers. Now is the time, you guys, not later. Don't wait till the holidays are over. Now is the time to join. And if that's you, if you're like, man, I really need that support, really need that backing, then I want you to put in the comments transform, and I'm going to send you a coupon code to join Generation Movers. I promise you it's totally reasonable. You are going to love it. You're going to love the community of women. You're going to love the support, and we have so much fun in there. And we're going to start some fun new challenges through the holidays to keep you on plan this holiday season, okay? All right. Did I say everything I need to tell you guys? I am so excited for you guys to try these pumpkin recipes. And if you guys have any questions, I will come back and look at the comments, so be sure to put your questions in the comments below.
2 people.
All right, yes, ladies, transform. I love it. Praise Jesus. I'm serious. I cannot wait. You know why I love my job so much? Because of you guys. I love seeing you guys transform. It is a gift from God to have the opportunity to witness that. And so I am so encouraged by you guys and just your hard work and your diligence to be a better version of you. And that's what we do as Generation Movers. So I am super proud of you guys who are going to step up and take this holiday season by the horns, because you are amazing. All right, I love you guys. Next week, I will be back after my trip, and I'm going to show you guys the most amazing pumpkin shake. It's going to blow your mind. It's delicious. I cannot wait to show it to you guys. So next week, 9:30 on Thursday, I will see you guys then. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend. And if I don't see you at the cafe, I hope to see you. I hope to see you guys at the cafe. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so they
don't miss any new videos.
All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see ya. Bye.
Bye.